All over the years, there has been significant irregular migration in Africa, particularly within West Africa. In Nigeria, thousands lose their lives in their search for greener pasture. Luckily, some of these migrants make it out alive to tell their stories and reshape their lives. Our correspondent, Mujisala Matomi, in this report tells of their journey to self-recovery.
Each year, an estimated 800,000 men, women and children are trafficked across international borders. In 2018 alone, about 1,000 Nigerians fell victim to human trafficking. For these victims, the desire for a better life is the main catalyst. They shed all traces of their past, sell all valuables in exchange for a promise of a better life. Sadly, these promises often turn into a nightmare. Cecilia Idowu, the first of 5 children and a mother of 2, is one of many Nigerians who left the shores of the country in 2016 desperate to make ends meet. Her unfamiliarity with social media led her into the trap of human traffickers who lured her into 3 years of her darkest life.
Before we go to the Agades, because maybe this Korope small bus, that was the box they used, and we were like 15-20 in it. So I sat, another person sat on my leg, and another person sat again. That is how because when we even went together, my leg, I was unable to move my leg. On getting to Libya, though we faced a lot of challenges. It's not that easy. Easy when our motor spoiled, or when there is no more water for us to drink.
Cecilia's escape back home is nothing short of a miracle. Through the help of the International Organization for Migration (IOM), the 29-year-old ended a 3-year misery as a forced laborer.
I worked for a year without sending money to my family. Then my salary was 600 dinars. And that 600 dinars was 60,000 Nigerian money. So this woman have to collect the money for a year. Now I can't send any money. I can't do anything now, because if I do anything there.
Like many returning migrants, reintegration into society is usually an uphill task. But thanks to several support systems, Cecilia has slowly rebuilt her life. She has now returned to her first interest, which is fashion designing, and has also set up a fish pond.
I did the soft drink of a thing, but it's during the COVID-19. That is when I just say, let me stop this thing, because these drinks, they do expire. So whenever they expire, it's a very big shortage for me. So after then, the little change I have, I just say, let me find something else to do. So I'm inside the shop when I'm working. So I have a little fish farm also. My income is from the fish farm, the fashion designer, the things I sell, the bags, the shoes.
My journey to celebrate returning migrants led me to a returnee who uses his first-hand knowledge of irregular migration to help unsuspecting victims. Meet Toby Ayediron, a former irregular migrant turned travel agent. Unlike Cecilia, who was deceived, Toby Ayediron made a deliberate decision to travel through irregular means despite understanding the consequences.
Actually, I know about Libya. I know what is happening there. So I'm a literate person. I check internet. I know. But when I was advised, I had no other option. I had no other option than to do it at that moment, to travel irregularly at that moment, because of, like I said before, pressure from family. And, when I came back to Nigeria, me trying to look for a job here and there was no job again. Then I was like, will I continue like this? Despite that I know what is happening in Libya, I had no other option than to listen to them and just travel.
But the harsh reality of his ill-fated journey in Libya only lasted for 9 months. Armed with the knowledge of irregular migration, Toby established a travel and tour business. Now, Toby not only helps people travel through legal means, but also counsels unsuspecting victims.
I have a lot of people that want to travel regularly, like people that want to go to Iraq, Afghanistan. So when they come to me like that, what I simply do is that I try to advise them properly. With that, I ask them to come back again, visit me again. Then if it's a must for them to travel, like I just want to travel, then I introduce to them a proper way of traveling.
Toby and Cecilia are some of the few irregular migrants who were lucky to find their way back home. But several thousands have sadly met their untimely end in their desperation to make ends meet. Irregular migration in the past few years have more than doubled, raising global concern about the menace. Mojisola Matomi, TV360, Lagos.